Good evening, everybody, and welcome back once again to F1TS Hub, Pinnacle Tier, Round 8. And this week, as you can see on the screen in front of you, we are at a very wet Shanghai circuit in China. And once again, I'm joined in the commentary box by Jamie. So evening, Jamie.
Hello, good evening everybody again.
So yeah, we're coming from a very hot and sunny UK this evening, but it looks very different conditions out there on track, Jamie.
Yeah, very moist, and my drivers appear to be taking their time to get their setups correct for wet qualifying. Of course, it might be a wet race as well, we don't know. It can, on this game, it does rain commonly around here, so I think last season was a rain-affected race, so yeah.
Yeah, I think the drivers won't be overly surprised that it's wet conditions here. As you mentioned, it does happen reasonably often. So hopefully they've all put in at least a couple of practice laps beforehand, so they know what to expect.
Yeah. Another new driver tonight. We've got Pepsi Gamer in the Red Bull, who's replacing Kev, who's had to drop out the rest of the season. So should see how he does in the new driver.
Yeah, he's a new driver joining us this evening in the Red Bull, so let's hope he has a good first race out. Obviously, slightly tricky that he joins us, a slightly tricky track, especially in the wet conditions. It's a front limited circuit, and it does mean that you can get bad understeer in the wet. So it might take the drivers a few laps to get up to speed here.
Yeah, if I was in this lobby, I'd stick a bit of fuel in. Just first final lap, just sort of get some sort of lap in, and each lap push progressively harder until you feel really comfortable, and go for your lap, and then come in, stick another set of fresheners on, and just that'll be a warm-up lap. Yeah,
I agree. I don't know what the tyres will hold up like, but I think the Inter's pretty durable tyre, so I think the drivers will fuel for at least a couple of laps initially, and then they might box at the end for a fresh set and then see what they can do, see if they can improve.
Yeah, I think with the Inter tyre, there's more driver input in the way the tyre lasts. So we saw in Australia, that Cloudy Balloons was able to get his tyres to last a very long way, while Sam and Matt in the Mercedes were both struggling. So I think driving style does have an impact in these conditions.
Yeah, definitely. So some of the drivers are just about to start their laps by the look of it. So we'll go and see. We'll go on board with Bossy Dweller in the Ferrari and see how he gets on through the first couple of corners. A little bit of lag there on my screen, but he's kept it neat and tidy out by the look of it, and picked his braking point okay for turn 1.
Yeah, he's had a pretty disappointing season, you have to say, this season. We're looking for a decent result tonight. Last season he showed decent form in the wet weather. He picked up a couple of wins in the podium, and so hopefully might help Ferrari move up the table.
Yeah, hopefully, and of course, as you can see on the screen there, we've got slightly less runners than usual tonight, so it does give drivers an opportunity here to perhaps get on the podium or even nick a win that they perhaps otherwise wouldn't expect to get on a normal Friday night.
Looks like the wet around that one because he was drifting all over the place, so I don't know if that's due to the lag or he's just really struggling.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to tell. Definitely see him lighting up the rears as he comes around turn 12 and 13. All important exits to nail this one, to get that long drag down the straight as quickly as you can. So he's done that okay by the look of it, so we'll follow him to the rest of the lap now, see how he gets on into the braking zone, into the hairpin here. So he brakes about the 150 metre mark, and he does that pretty neatly by the look of it, hits the apex.
Very nicely. Yeah.
So yeah, so if he nails the last corner, he'll have at least a bag to lap in there to play with.
Yeah, it was Cloudy Balloons 47.2 benchmark at the moment. See, no, he's 147.7, so it looks like maybe 146 might be pole in these conditions. We can't really tell at the moment, but of course, it might dry up. But no, there's Sam sticks in second place, 47.4.
Yeah, so Sam, so Ali Diaz as well, I think, coming around now to set his first lap time, and he does the business there with the 46.7, so provisional pole for him at the moment.
Half second at Cloudy. He had a disappointing race last week. He was out. I think that was judged a racing incident, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe it was. Judge a racing incident. I think he came across slightly, perhaps on the car behind him, and there was contact. So, yeah, the stewards didn't go any further with that one. So let's hope that Cloudy can, deliver a bit of a better race this time out. Ali Diaz as well. We know he's looking pretty good in the championship at the moment as well. So a good result from here could well and truly set him on the way to a possible title.
Yeah, well, he's 43 points ahead of the Bugs, to who we're not sure if he'll return this season, and he's 75 points ahead of his next nearest rival, Ali Wummer. Wummer not here at the moment. He might join later on, but if Ali Diaz wins tonight, he will virtually secure his title, and I think that'll be secured in Spa.
Yeah, absolutely. He's had a couple of good races coming to this one, and we know he's decent in the wet as well. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see who can challenge him.
Woman said in the chat room that he might not make it, so that's pretty disappointing to see. So hopefully he can. There's still time yet, but it's not looking likely.
Yeah, jump in the lobby if you can, but yeah, if he doesn't, then his championship hopes will be all but over. I would guess.
Yeah. As Sam improves to go on 46.8, only a 10th behind Ali Diaz, so he's getting more confidence as he does each lap.
Yeah, so Matt in the other Mercedes also coming around to finish his lap by the look of it, or to start a lap, one or the other, but he's in third at the moment as well. So the Mercedes looking good at the moment.
Yeah, Ali Diaz, he improved his on his lap there, so he's on the 46.4 now, so he's showing his class once again. But then Mercedes, they're looking, they want to fight for the Constructors' crown, and second and third in the grid, they're good places to knock on, to close the gap in Williams, and Mikey Daddy down in ninth, so I think Ali Diaz will be hoping for more for his team.
Yeah, I agree, and Gazza has just set a lap time as well, so that put him in provisional 10th position there, 48.4. So as we've seen most races this season, it's pretty close in that midfield area there. So yeah, he'll be open to improve as well when he goes again.
Yeah. I think Sam's in trouble. He's coming on his in lap. He's on the low fuel mode, so he's having to limp home, and he's got 4 minutes left, and he's only approaching the end of sector 2 now. So it'll be touch and go whether he'll be able to do a second lap. As Lawrence switched to supers, so maybe the track is drying up.
Okay.
He's in the garage, so maybe that's a bluff. I don't know.
Definitely some blue skies around, and I can't actually see much rainfall either. I don't know about you, Jamie.
No. It does look drier than it did at the start, and it's worth the gamble. You're down in 8th place, so it's worth the gamble. But as Cloudy does similar, so maybe we'll see a dash at the end on slick tyres.
Maybe we are going to approach that crossover point, and like you say, it's. If you don't go out on them and you get caught out, you can find yourself at the back of the grid. So if you see one guy go out on them, I think we'll see others do the same. You see Paddy Blue switching between the two there, just to taunt us a little bit.
Yeah. There's Sam, he's 3 minutes left, and he's only halfway down the straight, so it's going to be touch and go wherever he'll go out. As you see most drivers coming out on a set of inters, so maybe it's not quite dry enough yet, but maybe towards the end of the session it might be. So it could be a mixed up grid, which would be good to see.
Yeah, it would. So Lawrence is the only driver currently sat in the pits on those super softs, so we'll see whether he decides to switch those out for inters, or whether he'll risk it.
Yeah.
And I can see Wommer says his PlayStation's turning on, so perhaps he could make it with 2.5 minutes of this qualifying session to go.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, touch and go. Tenders got no system updates or anything. As Ali Diaz now taunts the supers, as Lawrence switched back to knitters. So yeah, I think these drivers are taunting us with this switching tyres. As Ali Diaz retires the session, so that's about.
Okay.
Maybe he's happy with his lap.
Maybe he is. He's maybe thinks he's done a good enough job there. Currently 4 tenths in front, so you wouldn't say he's safe with that. But would it a day either way?
No, most drivers come out on the inters, so I think Matt also retires. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe didn't have enough time, and Sam's up in the pit, so front three aren't going to improve. So it's up to like the likes of Cloudy Balloons and Stifler. As Wummer just joined the session, that's good to see.
Yeah, it is. And all these drivers then are going to get one more go at this pretty much. There's only 1 minute 25 left on the clock. And Stifler is just crossing the line to start his lap now. So the Ferrari driver in 5th at the moment, so he's on for a decent grid slot here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he could get better. Obviously, them top three not able to improve, and if the track conditions have got better, then maybe these guys 4th downwards can really benefit from that.
Yeah, definitely. They've got another go at it, and those front three haven't. So yeah. Maybe, yeah, one of them can find their way onto the front row.
Stifler's lost time in the first sector though, so he's got to try and claw it back in the second. Yeah,
we'll keep an eye on sector time for the drivers. Perhaps it's dried out slightly too much for the inter tyre. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might be that stage where either tyre's not really going to work, and you do get that sometimes. And
yeah,
if I was in the situation here backward, I'd have just gambled on the slicks, because the worst thing you can do is crash out quali and you're still going to be in the race. So it just looks like it's that stage where it's just half and half.
Definitely. So Cloudy Blues is just crossing the line with about a second remaining to start his final flying lap. I think he just got in there in the nick of time. He was slowing down to get a gap to the cars ahead, I think, and yeah, he judged that perfectly in the end.
Yeah, Farf moved to 6th place there. He crossed just before the line finished, and Stifler's about to finish lap now, and he's improved by 3/10 in the second sector, so maybe he can jump ahead of Cloudy for the time being.
Yeah, maybe so. We'll stay on board here with Cloudy, and you can keep us updated on Stifler.
Stifler moves up to 4th. Not only a couple of hundredths behind Martin Mercedes.
So, can Cloudy challenge him? Can he get himself on that second row? In the middle sector now, through these high speed, or certainly in the dry, the high speed corners. So it's neat and tidy, but will it be quick enough?
Yeah, the Boccagiola's gone off, so he's not going to improve. It's a 2 Force Indians left on track. Lawrence is going to finish lap first, so I'll stick with Lawrence, you stick with Cloudy.
That's fine, we'll do that. So Cloudy coming around that turn 12 and 13.
DRS is enabled, so maybe if people did take the gamble, maybe they could have paid off for them.
Oh, and Cloudy loses it, and he's in the wall, and that is his car written off, and he's retired from the session. He just lit up the rears there onto the back straight, and around it came. And yeah,
Lawrence
he's in the wall.
moves to 9th place, and I think Boccagiola's wanting to join him there. And he too bins it, and that's another session.
Okay, so, Jamie, do you want to read us through the results?
Yeah, on pole position we have Ali Diaz in the Williams, yet another pole position for him. That's his 5th this season. 2nd is Sam, 3rd is Matt, good position for the Mercedes drivers. 4th is Stifler, another strong showing. 5th is Cloudy, 6th is Farf. 7th is Nick. 8th is Boccagiola. 9th, Lawrence, returning Lawrence. 10th by rookie Pepsi Gamer. 11th, Matty Daddy. 12th, Gazzaman. And 13th will be Wummer.
It will. So how will Wummer do? I think he'll have to have a stock set up on the car, won't he? As he hasn't been able to get out in quali. So we'll see how he fares in the race from the back.
A good half second at least there, so it's going to compromise him further as we await the weather for the race.
Yeah, we've got sunshine. I can tell you, we've got blue skies. So yeah, different for the drivers. They will be able to go full attack in these conditions, I would think.
Yeah. Free choice of tyres as well, because obviously wet qualifying. So it'd be interesting to see what the drivers opt for. Will they all opt for the supers, or will some people go for the softs, or maybe the mediums? I believe the strategy around here is a one-stop with supers to mediums. It's the quickest strategy. So I suspect most people go for the supers or the mediums.
Yeah, it definitely just makes the strategy easier for them, doesn't it? They can just go a bit longer on the first stint if they need to. So it just takes the pressure off the tyre wear for them in the race.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look and see what tyres the guys have gone on. So we've got a complete mix of tyres there. A real mix. So yeah, we've got Ali Diaz on the super softs, Sam, who's on second on the grid on the soft, so he's done something a bit different, and then we've got Stifler there in the Ferrari on the mediums. So we've got a real mix all throughout the field and amongst the front field on the grid as well.
Yeah, one more in the back who's gone for the supers, so he'd be wanting to get a past a few of these drivers. I think at the start he's in the Haas, but he's a McLaren driver. But obviously because he joined during qualifying, he didn't get a chance to pick his car. So
yeah,
so
we'll
that might
try and remember that if we possibly can. And I guess it's no surprise to see Gazza on the harder medium tyre as well, because we've seen most races this season he likes to go with the hard tyre if he's outside the top 10 and just go as long as he can. We've seen that work quite well for him as well in previous rounds.
Yeah. Last season I was in the Pinnacle tier, which is top tier, and my pace wasn't really in that tier, and I started on the medium tyres because I thought it was going to rain out through the race. And everyone else had to pit. It was at that stage where it rains, but it's not really wet enough for inters. So people had to pit and stick in, gamble on inters. But I stayed out mediums. I looked like 5th place. I was like 20 seconds ahead of the guy behind me, and I was going to get some really good points. And then the rain fell at the right lap to change tyres. But what I did, I outworked myself, drove into the pit wall. Yeah, so I got the strategy right,
but the usual story there at the end. Yeah, I don't have overly fond memories of the circuit. I never went that well here, to be honest. Some drivers love it, some drivers don't, but definitely suits certain driving styles, I think, this one. Yeah,
season 9, I took Cliffy out and he's going to dominate the race, and I handed Nick his win, so I still haven't received a thank you from Nick for that, so there's still time, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be in the post at some point.
Yeah.
So then,
the drivers on the grid now.
Yeah, lining up on the grid. So we'll see how they cope through those opening tricky few corners. Turns 1, 2, 3. We've seen plenty of contact there before. It's a tricky start to the race for the drivers. So we'll see how they handle it as the last cars just come up onto the grid, I think. One more there at the back, as Jamie said, in the Haas for this race only. He is a McLaren driver usually, of course.
Off with Drella is a long way back. That's about.
Yeah, not sure. So we'll see if Cloudy can make another of his incredible starts. We've seen a couple of this season, and
last week wasn't one of them, I
think. No, I don't think it was. So we'll be looking for better this time. So we have the lights on screen then. 5 lights, and drives held, and away we go. Bit of a delayed start on my screen. Yeah, he did. And Sam, you would think he's going to be able to hold this around the inside to turn 1. Would his teammate follow him through as well? No, he thinks better of it and breaks early. Ali Diaz tries to hold around the outside there in the Williams, and he might be able to do so. We'll have a look how they go back, switch back. Oh, and the stage driver just in front. There was a bit of contact there. I think they've both got away with it, damage free, and Sam takes the lead then out of that initial set of corners as they now run down into the big turn 6. Sam goes defensive.
Matt goes for a dive ball. Oh, that's... And he's giving his teammate wing damage there, so...
Yeah. Surely he just outbraked himself there. I can't imagine he actually went for that as a legitimate overtake.
Toto Wolff will not be happy there. That was crazy move there. That wasn't going to work. He must have outbraked himself.
Sam did a good job there. But the two Force Indians a bit further back, side by side as well. Lawrence and Cloudy there in the middle of the pack.
Yeah. Lawrence had a good start then on them medium tyres. 2 places, and Farf's up to 4th second, so he really benefits from that carnage.
Yeah, amazing from Farf. He's shot his way up the field. So
Matty Daddy squeezes past Lawrence there, so good start for Matty Daddy as well, up 4 places.
With all 13 cars close together, obviously down the straight, 3 side by side. Looks like the Force India and the Williams. And the Mercedes. Oh, the Mercedes goes across the inside a little bit there.
Yeah, that was legit. He was on the curb, I think, and it might have just sent him, understeered him off, so his runner's got a 2-second lead already, so...
Wow.
Don't want to count the chickens too early, but it's looking good for him, especially with Sam's wing damage.
Yeah, Sam will be pretty fuming, you'd imagine, inside the cockpit after just seeing his teammate just storm up the inside there. That was so disappointing, and Mercedes find themselves now in 3rd and 7th, so Matt actually came off worse from that manoeuvre. And like you say, Fast, the big gainer, and Womet as well. He's up at 9th already, so he's getting 4th.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Yeah, he's looking really racy now. He's on the back of Lawrence and on the medium super tyres. He'll be wanting to get through these midfield as quick as possible to try to maybe salvage podium marks. He'd be hoping for.
Yeah, he's got to make it work quick, as you say, because the cars around him, a lot of them are on the slower compound tyres. So is he going to be aggressive? Is he going to be able to keep his front wing intact? He's going to look down inside of Lawrence here.
About it.
Ooh, and a bit of contact there, but I think he has got the position.
Yeah, I think Lawrence soon sort of backed out of that, didn't he? Sort of, he was going to commit to the corner, but sort of backed out of it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So that's 8th now, Womet. So how far can he get in this race? I mean, he's actually not far off the lead, is he? So, you know, he could easily get himself way into the podium positions by the end of the race if he has a clean run.
I think second place is possible. With Sam with wing damage, I think second place is possible because Sam, you presume, I could change that nose in the pit stop. I think Womet's quicker than all the drivers ahead of him, so I think second place is a possibility. But we thought that last week as well, but he got so many corner cut penalties, but around here it being regular, that's not an issue around here, so it's got a bit of a battle ahead with Cloudy, Matt and Boccajola is having to defend from 2 drivers here.
He is playing just to the outside. He's going to go all the way around the outside, or attempt to, but nowhere to go there. And now he's caught on the curve.
Matt sneaks through. And Nick's spun it, out-turn through and got wing damage, so it's going to be a lonely race for him. I'm surprised if he retires.
Yeah, he's moved way at the back. I think the Samler's got decent pace, because even with that wing damage, he's pressuring Fast there for second. So real shame. I think it's only minor wing damage he's got there on the right-hand side, but as we know, obviously on this game, it still hurts you a lot.
Still got one of the elements, but he's losing a good half second at least with that.
Yeah, it's like, as I said before as well, it's a front limited circuit, so losing that front downforce, it really kills you. And it kills your front tyre wear as well.
Tyre wear, he's going to pit earlier as well. He's on the soft tyres, so I think he'll still be at one stop, but he'd probably have to pit earlier for as Lawrence has spun it now. He's got wind damage, so I don't know what happened there.
All is Cloudy and Matt side by side once again. I think Matt's going to have it inside now for the final corner. Oh, he's going to run wide. They both run really wide on the exit.
Yeah, I think Cloudy should have backed out there. He sort of, you can't really fight it in the last corner like that. Womet is all over the back of these two, and Womet's going to go for it down the inside. Turn 2, bit of wheel banging. He gets through, but Cloudy's got the inside line now. But I think Cloudy's going to.
Womet will get good exit on the outside. Oh, they almost come together there, but I think Womet will have that position done. Once he hits the breaking point here, he does. So will he make quicker work with Matt than Cloudy managed? We'll wait and see.
Yeah, we've seen Cloudy in the past. He's a very aggressive defensive driver. It's not easy to overtake him, so I'm glad to get that one done. Pretty sharpish, maybe a lap too late, but still making good progress, I'd say, from back of the grid.
He is making good progress. We've seen Womet have a few front wing difficulties of his own in previous races, so you know it's always better to take a little bit more time over it and make sure you keep the car intact, which is what he's doing so far. He's gone for a bit of a switchback sort of line through this final corner,
Good exit through here, yeah. Should get to moving easily down straight to DRS.
Yeah, the lift mid-corner as well, but he was still quicker, and once DRS comes active now, he will be alongside into the braking zone. And it should be job done for him. Will Cloudy have a look at following him through. He'll try and capitalise, I'm sure, if there's any opportunity that comes his way. And he will get a better exit, but I don't think it'll be enough.
No, he gets through and Cloudy didn't capitalise there. As the Ferrari ahead runs wide of Boccajola, so he's struggling a little bit, but he's in a good place, 5th place, I have to say, for the returning Ferrari driver.
Cloudy is, of course, on the harder tyre of those 3 drivers. If he can just tag along with these guys, then it might come to him towards the end.
Yeah, I wonder. He taps the back of Matt there, but gets away with it. I wonder if he'll think of switching to super softs. I wonder if he can do that as Sam gets a good run on Farf here, will he finally get through? Around the outside here is not a good place to go for new wing damage though, and he backs out a bit, but surely he's just losing so much time getting the McLaren driver here. He's doing a good job, you have to say, but Sam would get frustrated as he runs wide, and that's the position taken, and Stifler now gets through for third place.
Yeah, and Stifler on the medium tyre as well, so he's had a good opening to the race.
Yeah, he's looking strong for maybe a podium here, maybe. Just as far as left possession, so that's a shame because he was winning in second place, and obviously when you disconnect in the session you use so much time, even if you rejoin quickly.
So Cloudy then lining up Matt, he's got a good exit from that corner once again, DRS active, so Matt could find himself dropping another position here. And
he's got inside line here, surely this is, they both got DRS, but Cloudy seems to have the better straight line speed and he's through, but can Matt get the switch back?
Oh, he can. He just gets slightly better traction perhaps on the softer compounded tyre, but Cloudy will have the inside, but perhaps no, he does lift off.
Yeah, that one's very wide there, and I think, if I was Matt, I think he gained an advantage there, so I think he went so wide.
Both times we've got DRS open as well.
Yeah, I think Wummer, it's the range of Wummer ahead. Cloudy good overtake, but Matt gets very close to the back of him. And Matt's got wing damage as well, so both Mercedes drivers have got wing damage.
They have, I was just going to say that as well. I just noticed when I went on board with him that he's got wing damage as well on the same side as Sam, so both Mercedes are driving wounded, as you say.
Matty Daddy's got to move on Pepsi here, coming to the sweepers, but again, this is not really an overtaking place, it's more about lining the move. He's thinking about it, and he does it. What a move that was by Matty Daddy, I have to say. That was impressive from the Williams driver.
Right on the outside, and he was able to hold it. Yeah, good move by him, and that puts him up into 8th place. But Pepsi doing okay at the moment in his debut race. He's in the top 10, and yeah, looking okay so far.
Farf is rejoining the session, but he can't get in his car, so Gaza gets past him. So he's dropped down to left place and second in the matter of a lap. So
yeah, it's a shame.
And Wummer is on all the back of Boccagione on 4th place. It's 4th place already on lap 6 possibly.
Yeah, he's on a charge, and you can see 2nd place as well, just a few seconds further down the road. So yeah, he's looking super racy, and he's going to get much better entry into the final corner. DRS open, and they're going to be side by side. And so what? He's trying to squeeze the Ferrari as much as he possibly can, just like getting the car whip. Oh,
he goes fit round me, but he ran out of the road there. He just committed to carry too much speed, I think, Wummer there, and Boccagione gets to move back, but Wummer, his Pepsi game up, once again, he's in the walls.
Oh, he is. That's a shame.
The cloudy balloons on the back of Boccagione and Wummer now, so he has hung on to the back of Wummer, and on them soft tyres, I think the Supers will be starting to lose their life a little bit now. So Cloudy's in a good position again, you have to say.
He is, again, everyone's pretty close together. We can see up to 2nd place, you know, is available for all of these cars. Ali Diaz, of course, literally in a race of his own, 11.2 seconds clear at the front.
I think next season, I'll be shocked if he's not in the top tier next season.
Yeah, he definitely looks like prestige material, that's for sure. So Cloudy is going to be lining up Wummer here. And he's well and truly in the slipstream. This should be a job done. They both get DRS though, so Wummer goes to the right as well. Cloudy touched the grass.
Really legs. You get to move double D. Yeah.
Nope.
No, he ran deep.
You did. That looked like it might all end in tears for a moment there, as Wummer looked to move out around Botty Dweller and then moved into the side of Cloudy slightly as Matt enters the pit lane then. So he's the first driver to pit. He wants to get a new win on that Mercedes as well, no doubt.
Probably go on mediums, I think. Maybe try and get to the end.
Yeah, could be a good
goes
shot.
on soft, so he's probably going for 2-stop. But you can't get soft 20 laps. Oh no, mediums, yeah. It's that stupid switch.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you called it. He's going to try and get to the end, no doubt. Cloudy looking racy, as you say. I think those soft tyres are coming into their own now. And Botty Dweller has held Womet as well, so a bit of a bottleneck coming behind the Ferrari at the moment.
He's doing a good job with his teammate Stifler, though 3 seconds ahead. He's helping Stifler try and keep this podium place. So Stifler's all the back of Sam, so we've got a few good battles going on here. We might be low in numbers, but the racing's been good so far.
Absolutely, it definitely has. Perhaps Sam is starting to struggle. Of course, he's on the softer tyre than Stifler, and we know he's probably getting excessive tyre wear from the wing damage as well.
Wimmer's like almost pushing Boffigello down this slow corner. Surely this is the lap where the move gets done. He's just all up. But Cloudy Balloons, if anything, these two come together, Cloudy great line speed here, and he's going to go for 2 in 1. Boffigello's having to defend 2 drivers here. He does it though. Cloudy, I think Cloudy's backed out of it.
I think Cloudy's going to get this. He does.
Yeah,
he capitalises on the inside.
Collided. Yeah.
So Womet still finds himself at the back of this train of cars now. Yeah, lost the position there.
I think we're frustrated by that. I think. Yeah.
He was.
He was on the wrong line there, wasn't he? I mean, Cloudy seems like the far superior straight line speed of these 3, and he just made good work of them 2 there as they came together.
Yeah, Womet flew into this sort of position, didn't he? And his progress has been halted a bit the last couple of laps, as I can see. Sam and Stifler battling wheel to wheel, so we'll quickly stick to that and have a look what's going on. And Sam is defending hard now. The Ferrari driver is looking much quicker through the high-speed corners. He's got more grip, I think, at this point in the race.
More down. Oh, Stifler hits the back of Sam, he gets wing damage. Oh
no.
That's just...
Well, that's his downforce advantage that you just mentioned gone a split second later.
If I was Womet, I'd consider pitting and undercutting these 2, because I think that's the way he's going to get past. If he can get the mediums last 19 laps, I'd pit and he'd easily undercut these 2, I think. Yeah,
I think it might be his best shout. He probably backs himself to have better outright pace in these 2 if he can get track position. So yeah, perhaps go for
maybe he could get Sam ahead as well, struggling on that wing damage, because these 3 are all catching the front, the second and third now, as Cloudy runs a bit deep, but gets away with it.
So Sam continues for another lap. The Ferrari runs really, really wide. So we'll have a look, see if anyone pits. No, they all continue. So we've got 5 cars all battling here. And
Cloudy Balloon's really defensive, you have to say.
Ooh, had a bit of lag as well.
Bit of lag there, so they seem to be riding on top of each other in my view, so...
Yeah, it was...
Boffigello gets moved in, will this allow Womet past? No.
Wow, it's just close racing, and we've got 3 compounds of tyre as well on the 3 cars, and I think that's given us this good racing, as we've got different grip levels available at the moment, as we're on lap 10 of the race.
Cloudy, these 2 are fighting each other, but if they're not careful, they're going to run each other off the road and let Womet slip past, so they've got the hard up there at the moment, but they seem to get really close in corners where you don't want to be close.
Yeah, they need to keep it clean, because at the end of the day we've got a long way to go yet, and they're all on different tyre strategies, so the race will be decided later on. It won't be decided now whether you've got a second gained on the driver ahead of you. It's going to happen through the pit stop phases, so all these drivers need to try and keep out of trouble if they can.
Cloudy's got good runs on Boffigello here. Surely the straight line speed he's got, surely it's going to be an easy move.
Does look like it's going around outside, as you say. He's got great straight line speed. But Boffigello is going to hold on the inside. Oh, but Cloudy's going to have that better
traction. Will Womet pit? Yes, he does. And that's a wise call, I think.
We'll stay on board with Boffigello at the moment and just see if he can get in a position. He's completely off the track on the right hand side there. Yeah, he is.
Pit wall.
He's literally using all the track and more.
These two are going to take each other out, or something. It seems to be.
They're certainly aggressive, but we like
defensive, yeah.
We like to see it, and I know we've got a few Cloudy fans in the YouTube chat as well, so we all like to see a driver who's aggressive and will go for the overtake. And they're delivering at the moment.
Woman's come out in supers, so he's going for the 2-stop, obviously. That's interesting to see.
Yeah, it is. That is interesting. Not all we expected, perhaps. But,
he's got clear air though, so
yeah,
I
he'll
think
be super quick.
These two pretty easily. Yeah, I think he's going to cut them already with the battling he's doing.
He probably will, but of course, you know, he's got to stop again. That'll cost him a good 20 odd seconds, and these guys perhaps are going to only do one stopping. We will see.
Yeah. As Sam's pulled a 2.5 second gap on Stifler, so I think Stifler's wing damage is really cost him now as his teammates closing the back of him. So maybe some team orders in a few laps time, but if you do that, you got to worry about Cloudy because he seems to be the man on the move at the moment.
Really costly for Stifler as well, that wing damage, because he's on the medium tyre, so he wanted to go long on that. So, deja vu here, we've got the same position as before, Cloudy attempting to go around the outside of the hairpin.
I'm not sure if this is lag, but every time I see these battles, seems to have contact.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a bit of lag mixed in with it. I'm not sure we're seeing exactly what's actually happening.
They've both got wings. Ali Diaz comes out on soft tyres, so will he be able to get them to the end? Maybe he wants to go for 2 soft, and maybe he wants a bit of fun because he's finding the race a bit boring.
maybe it's just a bit of a cruise for him as these two side by side into turns 3 and 4.
Joined the back of these two, so
yeah, he's on the back of them imminently.
Yeah, he won't lose a wing because where these two are fighting.
Definitely got to be careful because these two have got their minds on one thing, and that's beating each other at the moment. So they may not be aware of Ali Diaz approaching behind them on obviously much fresher tyres. So this could get a little bit interesting. We'll see. As for first time in a while, there's actually a few tenths between the two cars.
Yeah, there's just I think maybe decided to back off a little bit, give each other a bit of room. Whereas Ali Diaz, it was so much quicker for the S's than these two, obviously the fresh tyres and the quicker driver. So
yeah, he's been patient.
Done quickly. Yeah. But it'd be tough to pass Cloudy down the straight with his straight line speed. Yeah,
and Cloudy will have DRS as well off Bothy Dweller. So it could be tricky. But
didn't get a good exit there though.
No.
Didn't get.
He ran wide, didn't he? And just so much more grip for Ali Diaz. So this will surely be job done. Cloudy moves in the middle of the track.
Will he get them?
He's going to get them both.
Will he get them both? Yeah. Good work there from Ali Diaz. Boffigiella still holds back Cloudy, so Cloudy will be getting very frustrated here, I think. As Sam takes the lead, so I think he changes wing going mediums to the end.
Well, Cloudy tucked right in. We've both got a DRS again. Cloudy looks around the outside. We'll try and hold around the outside turn 1. No, he doesn't. He goes for the switchback. He gets it absolutely beautifully there. Where is Bothy Dweller? We'll go on board. And yeah, that's job done. Bothy Dweller there. Yeah, no way back.
Sam goes on supers, so he's going for 2 stop as well. So a different strategy here, which is good to see. And it's interesting to see how it all pans out at the end of the race, because I think Cloudy and Boffigiella and Stifler are going for 1 stop, and Sam is going for a 2 stop.
So let's have a look at who's pitted so far. Let's get that up on the screen for you guys so you can have a look at what's going on. So yeah, Lawrence 2 stops already. Of course, most of the drivers now made 1 pit stop, but still got a few guys. Bothy Dweller and Cloudy, obviously the main guys who've been following the last couple of laps, they're both still out on their first set of tyres. So who will blink first? You'd assume it will be Cloudy on the soft compound.
Ali Diaz has passed Stifler for the lead, that Alhamdi, and 1 corner down the back straight, and so Stifler won't fight us too hard, and he doesn't.
Yeah, I think his race is with the guys behind him.
Yeah.
So he's got a couple of seconds at the moment buffer from the battling Cloudy and Bothy running behind him.
Yeah.
So he can perhaps attack onto Ali Diaz a little bit here, just get a couple of DRS zones out of it perhaps. It all helps.
Yeah. Cloudy's out of DRS, so he's got cars ahead, so maybe this is Bothy's chance. As Gaz has binned it, he's binned it in the final penultimate corner. He's got wing damage as well, so...
Yeah, bad wing damage. So Gaz will be...
the fastest lap, so he's showing his pace, and I think he's already undercut these 3 ahead, so...
And Gaz did well there returning to the track. He waited for cars to go by, he didn't just rejoin. That's exactly what we want to see, and at least for him he hasn't pitted yet, so he can use this as part of
he's got 30 seconds.
Entrance.
He's got 12 seconds back to Nick, so maybe he can can still sneak a point if he casts the pit again, maybe. No DNFs halfway through the race, which is good to see. Good clean driving.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll go back on board with Bossy Dweller. We'll leave Gazza in the pit lane. As he's out of the points at the moment, Gazza. So he's famous for his clean races through the field on the hard tyres in the last couple of races in the season, but hasn't worked out so well for him today with that mistake.
Yeah, he's gone on supers. I don't think he'll get to the end, so he's on a 2-stop as well.
Actually, 2-stop is obviously the preferred strategy for a few.
Opportunity, he broke really late there, and he had to take avoid action as he hit that cloudy there. I think frustrating start kicking for these drivers.
Yeah, and Bossy Dweller jumped back a little bit even before that mistake. He dropped off the back of Cloudy a little bit. So he's on the harder compound tyre as well, so you expect it to be the other way around if anything, but it looks like yeah, he's struggling to keep up with the pace a little bit now.
Wummer, you know, Wummer was fighting Bossy Dweller, now he's only 9 seconds behind, so this shows you how powerful the undercut is around here.
Wow, yeah.
And Sam's doing a good job as well, he's only 4 or 5 seconds behind Wummer, so maybe he can recover a podium out of this.
Yeah, it's still possible, and Sam's got the fastest lap of the race at the moment as well. He's holding that by just well, 2 hundredths of a second from Ali Diaz at the moment.
Of course, they'll have to pit again, but of course when these two pit again, they'll be on the fresher tyres again, so it might be defensive to happen for these sort of stiffer, cloudy and buffy, yeah.
Yeah, it may well be, and Stifler's getting closed in as well.
Yeah. I think wind damage it's costing a podium, I think.
It is, and
he's cleared these guys before that, and now he's getting clawed in by them.
Committed to that strategy as well, but on the medium tyre he couldn't play it in a bit earlier, like he could perhaps if he was on the supers or something like that. So yeah, he's just got to suck it up.
But just if he pits now and goes on soft, so he waits a couple of laps and 6 supers on. I think he'll probably wait 6 supers on now as he runs wide again.
Bossy Dweller's in.
Yeah, I think he'll probably go soft tyres, I think, go to the end.
Yeah, we'll watch him in the pit lane here. We'll see what he decides to pit onto. And then can he get an undercut, and will this force Cloudy Balloons and Stifler into the pits? We think it may well do.
Yeah. Depends if he comes out in traffic, and so we'll see where he comes out. As McLaren and Mercedes go by there. It's going to come out just ahead of Matty Daddy, I think, so he's in clear air, unless Matty Daddy fancies a lunge, but no. So he's got 5 seconds to car ahead, so this is a good chance for undercut Bossy Dweller in both of them. Yeah,
it could be crucial that he got out just ahead of the Williams, so he can push now, run Richfield if he's got some available, and try and get the undercut if he possibly can.
Yeah, well, he's running minus 1 lap of fuel, so he's in trouble there. As Cloudy Balloons is close to everyone on Stifler now.
He is. He's right tucked up behind him, and Stifler's gap has been eroded away to nothing now. So will Cloudy have a look? He's in perfect position, you would think. We know he's got good straight line speed. He's got DRS. Looks like Stifler's got pretty good straight line speed as well, though.
Yeah, he seems to be doing a good job. Yeah.
So yeah, nowhere near there for Cloudy. He'll get a better exit from here, but nowhere to go. He gets blocked off.
No.
So will you pit this lap?
No,
Cloudy goes on.
Yeah, so he's gone longer on the softs than the 2,000 and the mediums. So
yeah, he's obviously got good finances.
Yeah, he'd be coming. Cloudy would be waiting for the supers now, surely, if he's gone this long on the softs.
Yeah, you assume so, otherwise he's just going to get undercut by those two.
Stifler took the supers on as well. He's got to change his nose as well, which is going to cost him about 6-7 seconds typically in this game. So Bossy Dweller's going to come out comfortably ahead.
Yeah,
but Stifler's on the quicker tyre, he's come out way ahead actually, so that hasn't worked out for him at all.
Yeah, he's lost loads of time there. A lap of undercut combined with the 5 seconds or so of the front wing change, I guess. And that's,
the good news for him though is he's come out ahead of Pepsi, so Buffy's the car ahead, so that's the one good bit of news. Sam's actually catching on Wummer, so maybe that setup's affecting Wummer, and Sam is looking good here.
Yeah, it's got to be a hindrance to him, running everything in the middle on the setup.
Yeah.
So you'd imagine he's a bit slower in the straights and what have you than he would like to be. But he's in third at the moment. We started at the back of the field, remember, so it's still been a good drive from him so far.
I think his teammate Matt's in a good position here. He's on the mediums, and he can go to the end, and maybe he can get yet another podium. It'd be his third podium if he does. And he got a good result last week, driver of the day last week, so congratulations, Matt, on that achievement.
Yeah, it was a really good drive from him last week. I don't think you can argue with him getting that accolade at the end of it.
This is a bit of bull in the race now. There's not really any battles.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a lull at the moment while we wait for. Cloudy's the only driver now not to have pitted yet, and he's on soft tyres, so it's been a great stint from Cloudy. We said he might be one to watch, and it's proved so far.
The only problem running this long is he's going to come out quite a bit back. He's going to come out like to be compromising his track position, but he'll be on the fresh supers and be able to charge at people like Stifler and Boffy, because Stifler will be on supers, but Cloudy's will be a few laps younger, and towards the end of the race, that could be second of laps advantage.
Yeah, definitely. Good work out, okay. So while we've got a bit of a lull for a second, we'll go on board with Ali Diaz and the Williams and see how it's done. See how he's managing to lap so much quicker than everyone around him apparently. And we'll remind you as well that you can like and subscribe to F1TS Hub here on YouTube. It helps us out, and also you can follow us on the social medias at F1TS Hub on Twitter, and we're on Facebook and Instagram as well. And go to the website f1tshub.com and have a look around, check out the forums, check out the Drivers Furious interviews and the race reports after the race. And there's a sign up button there as well to get involved yourself.
Yeah, I think there'll probably be a few new drivers in the code here next race, so sign up now, you might be racing, you never know.
Definitely, you never know. So Gaza and Lawrence look like they're about to meet each other on circuit as Cloudy enters the pits finally on lap 19 of the race.
Yeah, he'll be going on supers I think, and Gaza, I've been watching the gap between these two pretty closely, and he's gained 6 tenths in this lap, so he's looking really racing, and Matty Daddy only 5 seconds ahead. Maybe Gaza can claw a point out of this race yet, but you still have to pit again though, which is going to cost him in the end.
Yeah, I think it may well, but he might have a bit of fun here, battling with Lawrence. So he's in the DRS. I think he might be too far back though, he's not making much headway at the moment. I don't think he's going to be brave enough on the brakes, is he? No, he doesn't. Yeah.
It's the gap between Samson and Wummer is down to 1.5 seconds, so that's a battle that'll be starting pretty shortly.
Yeah, and Cloudy then has rejoined in 7th, so he finds himself 3.4 seconds behind Stifler and Boffy Dweller. So he's at the back of that trio that we saw battling for so many laps, but he's on the freshest super soft tyres. Stifler's obviously...
I think these three will converge again. Towards the end of the race, because Stifler's gaining on Boffy Dweller and Cloudy will gain. Yeah, I think.
Stifler could struggle towards the end, I think, on those super softs. Cloudy's got a few laps advantage over him now in terms of tyre wear.
This is the seconds the gap between Sam and Wummer, so
yeah, he's doing a good job, Sam.
DRS down the pit straight. These two still have to pit again, I think. So I think Matt's in a good position for second place at the moment. Yeah,
it could be a decent recovery for the Mercedes drivers after the two teammates came together, of course, on lap 1. Yeah, so will Wummer defend this hard? We'll see. Will Sam be able to get by? Will Sam have enough straight line speed to get by? We've seen a couple of races this season he hasn't been able to overtake because of his lack of straight line speed.
Stifler, a few battles with Stifler in the Ferrari, and Stifler is gaining a lot on Boffy Dweller, so that would have a battle coming up, and will Boffy let Stifler by? That's the question.
Yeah, I've got a feeling, we'll see, but I think he'll be pretty determined to battle for that position for himself.
He's
fought hard to get there.
Cloudy.
Yeah, and they don't really have a championship to battle for in terms of winning it, the Ferrari drivers, so I think you might as well just go all out as teammates.
Set it down the inside here, I think. No, he backs out of it. I thought he was going to set it down the inside there. He's probably waiting for DRS, I think.
Yeah, a few drivers that sort of look like they might go for it into turn 11, but they all seem to think better of it, of course, because they know the DRS zone, I guess, is coming up just around the end of turn 13. So he's tucked in behind. What would his straight line speed be like?
He's in rich rev, so he's full engine power, but again, it doesn't... You're going to have to... One of those defensive there. I don't think you need to do that, I think. But he gets through pretty easily.
He does. DRS looks powerful, doesn't it? I think most overtakes here today we've seen them cruise by pretty easily before the braking zone. Sanford the same there. So Gazza and Lawrence, I can see, is still duking it out on track as well at the back of the field. So they're battling just as hard for 11th and 12th as they are for 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, it's about pride. You want to do the best you can, and even if there's no points, you never know what these guys have, like DNF, and that'll reward you a points place.
Definitely, you've got to go for it, especially with only 12 drivers running.
Differ and Boccagiolo, there are only 3 temps separating them, so what's going to happen here?
Yeah, we'll keep an eye then. We'll go on board.
It's a yield, I think, from Boccagiolo. Yeah, that's a yield.
And there is rain falling as well.
Oh yes. Oh, this makes it interesting.
It does. We didn't get a weather report, so it's caught us both by surprise.
This is why I don't like getting weather reports, because sometimes you can get a surprise.
Yeah, definitely, it can be a nice surprise.
This might save Sam and, if it rainfalls sparsely, this will save Sam and Woman. Maybe that's why they stuck a set of supers on. Maybe they knew this rain was coming. They probably knew this rain was coming, so...
Certainly makes sense, and it's coming quite hard already, so I think they will have to pit for instance. They won't be able to get to the end, there's too far to go.
The same for the DLC, obviously went on softs, so maybe we called that wrong. We thought it was the 2 stop, but obviously they knew about the rain, which we didn't know about.
Yeah, obviously so. They get the weather report and we don't, unfortunately. So that is going to spice things up nicely for us.
Carbon balloons back in Ferraris again, so we're going to commence battle again.
It does make you doubt his strategy though. Maybe he was trying to get to the rain on those tyres, because now he's got brand new super softs on and he can't really utilise any of the advantage he's got.
And apparently on this game, the harder a tyre you run, the better it is in the wet, so...
Yeah, which makes no sense, but
maybe Matt's in a good position here in the mediums, maybe he can close on these 2 ahead.
It's a shame with Kylie there, because it was, he was battling really, really hard, but I just don't understand how that strategy was going to work out unless he was waiting for the rain, as I say.
Maybe he thought the rains were falling on the lap, which he was planning to run to, and he saw it as a lost cause. I think that's the only explanation, I think.
Yeah, I guess he's still on the fresher tyre, so I guess he's still got the advantage. It's wet, he's still on better tyres than the others, but looking slippery already. I can't give him many more laps before these guys have to pit.
I think be it this lap or next lap, as we see what the leaders do, and Olivier stays out. As Gazzaman has got past Lawrence for 11th place, so... Okay,
Gazza's got that one done finally then.
And Claudia Boons looks like he's going to get moved on Boccagiolo here.
Yeah,
will Boccagiolo have direct on his teammate? That's the question. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't, I don't think.
He doesn't, so fine, he should get this done. He's going to look to the
obviously
side.
braking, can't brake as late in these conditions, so this will be interesting. Gets the switch back though, good move, as Wimmer pits. I think he's the first gambler. Oh, as Max crashing the pits, but unlike me, he survived.
So he's got a bit of wing damage, but he lives to
Can he change the wing though? Because if you get in the pit lane, I don't think you can.
We'll have a look.
Might be too late. Oh no, he's got a nose. So lucky for Matt there.
He's lucky to how all this worked out for these guys. We haven't seen DRS disabled yet, so we often know that is the time to pit. So maybe these guys are out too early. Who knows? We'll wait and see.
He's lost out. Matt's lost out Stifler though in the pits, so it did cost him. It did cost him a position. As I'll follow the gap between Woman and Boccagiolo just to see if it's the right time.
Yeah, we'll see how they get on. So Cloudy and Boccaduella are still close on track, and they've both gone on for another lap.
Yeah, I think it's looking like Inters. I think it's just I'm on board with Cloudy here, and the gap between Wummer and Boccaduella is pretty stagnant. So I think these front four will be in this lap. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. As all the back markers have obviously they've got nothing to lose, so they're all sticking the Inters on.
Yeah, they've all gone for Inters. Matty Daddy and
right
Eight on the soft.
The Boccaduella's all the back of Cloudy again, so again the tyre situation is helping Boccaduella now, so obviously he's on the softs compared to the supers.
It's just switched right all race between these guys. Who's quicker? They seem to get ahead. You think, oh, you might pull away now, and then it all switches back again.
Surely it's broken too late there. DRS disabled, so these two will be in this lap. It's going to be a race to the pits, I think. And
they nearly side by side in the pit lane as well, I think.
Yeah, won't do that around here. They're just as Boccaduella wisely backs out of it, but Cloudy runs deep.
Oh
gosh.
What's on the ground?
Yeah, Sam's in, but Ali Diaz stays out. Matty Daddy's DNF'd. He's on the dry tyres and he's trying to get out to the pits, but where's that?
I can't tell at the moment. I can see the spectators not even looking at his car there as well.
It's approaching. It's end of sector 2, approaching the corner for DRS straight. I can just see that grandstand.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. I've gone on board. Yeah, that's a shame, but he's well off circuit. So what expect safety car?
Cloudy Bloom stays ahead of Boccaduella, and Stifler has kept ahead, so it was the right lap to pit for Inters.
It was. So Stifler takes that 4th position then. Can Cloudy and Boccaduella hunt him back down? These three in pretty much a racing on battle. So who will come out on top now with only 5 laps remaining?
Wummer and Sam have closed up again, so maybe Wummer's more. We've seen in the past Wummer's pretty decent wet weather driver, so can he get away through? Obviously no DRS, so you got to do it the old-fashioned way.
You have, and Ali Diaz just stayed on the soft for the heck of it, I think. No, he entered the pits tonight. I think he had enough of gas to go to the end on it, so.
Yeah, you can come in and have a cup of coffee and come out still in the mood.
You can, yeah, definitely. You might wait for it to dry out before he rejoins.
Yeah, I think Sam's struggling a bit in these conditions, and I fancy Wummer. There's only 4 laps to go though, so we're 40 into this lap. So Wummer have to get past quickly.
Yeah, we've got a few battles to keep an eye on. So we'll go on board with Wummer for now and see if he can make a dent in Sam's lead down that straight, but he doesn't. So he will have to follow him around the last couple of corners. And he's not short shifting, he's using all the revs. So
yeah, I'm surprised by I thought he'd
yeah. And he gets on that curve there on the exit of the final corner. That can be so tricky, especially in these wet conditions. Yeah, I think he just got a little bit beached with the car there on that tricky curve. We've seen, I think it was Giovinazzi, wasn't it, in real life? Been in the car a couple of times on that corner.
Twice in 2 days, I think.
Yeah,
so qualifying in the race,
definitely a tricky corner, one of the trickiest on the circuit, I think. One with probably the highest risk of DNFing anyway. So Sam, keeping it tidy, the straight line speed looks pretty decent, I think. So if you keep it tidy around the rest of the lap, it's going to be difficult, I think, for Wummer and for Cloudy.
Yeah, it's about not making a mistake for the car. I think you can hold on fast to the guided conditions, but you just got to drive within yourself, not push. So I think Sam, he's done a better job of it this lap than Wummer. So you can see the frustration in his driving. I think you can see that 2nd place, but it's not looking likely.
You're making a good point about not pushing in the way. It almost feels like the more you push, the slower you go. You've got to try and keep the car pointing in a straight line, and if you're going sideways, then you're losing that time. So you've got to try not to be too aggressive on the throttle and on the turning as well.
It's quite, and obviously braking is you got to brake so much earlier. Got to be soft on the brakes as well. You can't just you slam the brakes and he's gonna lock up and run deep.
Yeah, absolutely. Sam will be desperate to bring this home, we know as well.
Someone's right there. He's He's already had a podium this season. Canada, I believe, he'd be looking for his third podium in the league. He got one in similar conditions around Singapore 2 seasons ago. So I think whatever happens, Sam will be happy with his job today after a disastrous first lap. As I'm getting a bit of lag on my screen, which isn't what we want to see.
No, we don't, especially when the guys are looking like they're going to go wheel to wheel at any moment. So yeah, Sam will want this for the constructors as well. I think Mercedes 39 points behind the Williams at the moment. So his teammates are down in 7th as well, but it would still be reasonable points for the team.
Yeah, I think Matt's on the back of Boffigiel and Cloudy now, so maybe Matt can get 5th place. I think Stifler's out of reach, but Cloudy's lost some time there. I don't know what's happened.
Yeah, Cloudy's fallen back. So we'll like to give Boffigiel a chance.
It was close this time. 3 tenths behind coming down this straight. So I think he's got to try and get a different exit to Sam. He's got to try and go for a tighter line, I think. That's what he's trying.
Yeah, he's got to understeer. Yeah, it
that's
didn't
going to
work
cost
out at
him
all.
time.
He's not able to find a better exit, is he? He's always struggling slightly out of that corner, and it just gives Sam enough of a run to be able to be comfortable into the braking zone.
Yeah. Sam will want a better exit at that corner than what he had there. He ran a little bit deep. He gets on the curb there, but gets away with it. Don't want to be touching the grass in his condition. It's pretty lethal.
Yeah, it is. You want to be off the curbs and off the grass for sure. Only 2 laps to go then, so they've got to go for these moves if they're going to, but it looks like it's difficult to follow close and to just get an advantage on traction to be able to go over it anywhere.
Yeah, I think that DRS was a bit overpowered, but now it just seems to appear to no slipstream, so...
Was Matt in the other Mercedes makes a bit of contact there with Boffigiel. No harm done, I don't think. He's right on the back now.
Yeah, even in 6th place, even if he gets one of these places, every position helps obviously, and Boffigiel is now a bit vulnerable because he's lost ground to Cloudy and he's over the back of him recently. So,
yeah, we've got a few battles with only a lap and a half now to go. There's still lots to play for. So will anyone be brave, or will they take home the points they've got on the table at the moment? I know I'd be tempted to go for it if even we have half chance on the last lap. We've got to have a look.
Yeah, just Matt's got 18 seconds to the car behind, so even if he just pick up damage, he'll get 7th at least, I think. So as far as Matt, I've been thinking about it in this braking zone after the straight, and he seems to be getting a good exit through here, so maybe this is the opportunity.
Might be. He's got a decent exit, not too much understeer, but Boffigiel's got a good one as well.
He's gaining, but I think Matt's best chance to go for the undercut here. He's fighting around the outside, which is never going to work.
Oh, yeah, he got held back in no man's land there. To say he's probably better, just almost stopping it mid-corner and trying to get a bit of a cut back.
Yeah, broke a bit. But Boffigiel's one wide there. He's got a time penalty, so...
Oh, what a shame for him.
Yeah, but that was... Even if that wasn't a time penalty, I would have considered taking that due to taking advantage, because he clearly ran off the track and he clearly gained time, so...
Yeah, he was well off circuit, and now Boffigiel's attention is turned to Matt. He has fallen away from Cloudy as well, so Cloudy will get 5th.
And Ali Diaz is starting the final sector now in his final lap.
Yeah, I think we'll follow Ali Diaz then for this last section of the lap.
I'll see if it happens with these two.
Keep an eye on the gaps for me, yeah. So yeah, Ali Diaz then just cruising down that back straight now into the braking zone in turn 14, and it must feel like he's just on a Sunday drive. There's no other cars around him. He must feel like he's the only driver on the circuit at the moment. Wet conditions, dry conditions, it doesn't matter for Ali Diaz. So he's going to bring home the win then, and the 25 points for his championship and Mercedes. and this is going to be a giant step towards his title.
Yeah, he's 8th winning F1 tier, so he'll be 6th this season as Matt gets a move done in the braking zone.
He does. Ali Diaz crosses the line to win the race. We'll quickly flip back to Matt and Bottiglione just to see if anything happens.
Still got a chance here. He's got time penalty. It was 37th whatever happens, but I think he want to get moved on the track. But I think he's too far back. I don't think it's going to happen for him now. And if I was Bottiglione, I'd think I wouldn't go for it really because he knows if he passes him. No, Sam gets 2nd place. Well done to him, and Wummer from the back of the grid. Good drive for him.
Definitely. So Stifler's going to be in 4th. Good drive for him as well. And Cloudy. All these drivers have driven decent races
today. Yeah, there's Bottiglione's run out of fuel anyway, so Matt finishes 6th. Bottiglione 7th. Peps in his debut is going to pick up some good points. That's good to see. 8th place. It's always good to get points in your debut.
Yeah,
sorry I didn't see so much of him, but that battle for the podium place was pretty intense sort of race.
It was. We had to stick with that action on track. So Nick, he brings it home in 9th for Toro Rosso, and Lawrence
and Gazza are pretty close again, but Lawrence is going to hold off, I think, for the point, unless something amazing happens this final corner.
We saw Gazza make the pass on Lawrence as well a few laps to go on the dries, so he's obviously lost out through the pit stops somewhere.
Yeah, I think Lawrence got a better pit stop as that's going to be our race, I think.
That's it, and Gazza brings it home then for 11th place, so he misses out on any points.
That spin cost him, I think. He would have got 8th place, I think, without that spin.
Yeah, completely compromised his race, didn't it, badly. But he finished, I guess. He didn't DNF.
Yeah. As Ali Diaz yet again tops the podium. We have a good drive from Samster in 2nd and LMC Wummer in 3rd in the McLaren. So championship is still alive, only just, but surely Ali Diaz is going to secure it in Spa.
Yeah, Spa could well be a victory drive for him. We shall wait and see next week, but he just looks fantastic and just in a league of his own today. Yeah,
pretty sure I'll be Pinnacle next season. So I'll run through the order for you. In 1st place, got Fiesta, Ali Diaz in the Williams. 2nd, Samster in the McLaren, Mercedes, sorry. So the front 2 in the grid finish 2nd. 3rd, Wummer in that McLaren from the back of the grid. 4th, Stifler in the Ferrari. 5th, Cloudy in the Force India. 6th, Matt in the Mercedes. 7th, Bottiglione in the Ferrari. 8th on his debut, Pepsi Gamer in the Red Bull. Well done on his debut there. 9th, Nick in the Toro Rosso. 10th, Lawrence on his return in the Force India. Just missing out, 11th place was Gazzaman. In 12th place, Red Farf was very unfortunate with this connection. He was running in 2nd place, and in 13th place, we had Matty Daddy, who was our only DNF tonight.
Yeah, he was, and as you say, real shame for Farf, wasn't it, to disconnect like that out of
great
2nd place.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure Sam and Wummer won't mind one bit as they take those final 2 podium positions. And great race, you have to say. Not a full grid tonight, but they absolutely delivered, and we had action to watch for almost the whole race there.
Well, the USA race was pretty boring, but the past 2 races have been really good, you have to say, and good defensive driving, hard but fair, I think, and well done to everybody who finished, and the podium drivers, who I think were the standout drivers today. I wonder, who's your driver of the day?
Oh, it's a tough one. You sort of got to look. I know we just expect it now, but Ali Diaz, you have to say it was just an amazing drive from start to finish and qualifying as well. We've had some good performances, obviously down the field. Wummer's drive from the back of the field to 3rd, also very, very good. And obviously Stifler, Cloudy, Bottiglione gave us some great battles on track.
Yeah, it's a shame that Sam got that wing damage at the start, because I think he could have given. He might have won the race, but I think he could have given Ali Diaz a bit of a run for his money, because he looked quick in qualifying and he got the lead, let's not forget, so Ali Diaz would have had to find a way past, but
yeah, I think he could have maybe...
I'm sure Matt's very apologetic, it's not what you want to happen.
Yeah, absolutely, I'm sure that was, well, I imagine that was just a misjudgment from Matt, but it didn't cost, well, Sam at least too badly come the end of the race. So yeah, that's it for this week. So next week, as we mentioned, we are at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium, favourite track of all the drivers and spectators. I think it's absolutely fantastic circuit, and we could have a championship wrapped up there next week as well. So that will be one to watch for sure. So any final thoughts, Jamie, before we go?
Yeah, again, a good race. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you all next week. And obviously you've got the Prestige tier on now, so if you fancy that, you can go and watch that. And I have to say, well done to all drivers today. They kept me well entertained with their battling.
Definitely, me too. And yeah, we'll look forward to commentating next week, 8 PM Friday night, for round 9 of the season. So until then, guys, have a good week, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Good evening.